And hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you may be. My name is Ruel Gaviola, and you are watching Chits and Chats, the Teach and Play edition, where I get to hang out with you all. We're going to talk about games that we played recently, and I'm also going to teach you a new one. And in this case, the new one is, where's the box? It is right here, Conservice. This is a game from 25th Century Games. I want to thank them for sending over this copy. Spoiler alert, I love this. It's from one of my favorite designers, Scott Alms, and it's the latest solo game that he's produced, and it's a lot of fun. I finally got to beat it last night. It took me a couple of tries. I was like, oh, what's going on? This is a little more, it's a little tougher than I thought, but it's a terrific bag building game. It plays pretty quickly. It's not as, I guess, complex as, say, like something like Warp's Edge that I really loved of his a few years ago, but it's a solid bag building game. It's got a really great theme, and we'll talk about it more as we go along here. But thank you again for joining me today. Legend says I want to get Conservice, and Legend's got Deep Regrets. Legend, that's perfect timing because I just played Deep Regrets for the first time. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's. Oh, well, that's the pug. That's Mookie. Bye, Mookie. And Meeple, she was barking at the door, so that must mean there's a delivery. I'm going to wait on that, but I'm going to hang out with you all. I finally got to play Deep Regrets this weekend. Legends. Oh, was it yesterday? What's today? Monday? Yeah. Not finally got to play Deep Regrets. I finally heard about Deep Regrets. I had no idea Deep Regrets was a game, and a friend had it. We played it. I was like, oh, this is terrific. It's a fishing game. And what I was gonna say before the pug started barking was, are fish in right now? Because I've got Finspan right behind me. Conservice has a fishing theme, and Deep Regrets also has a fishing theme. I'm all for it. If fishing is in, I love it. I used to fish. I haven't fished in quite a few years, but friends and my brothers and I, and we would all used to get together once a year and do a big fishing trip. We'd not fly. We'd drive down to San Diego, and then we would chartered a boat, and we would go out deep in, not deep, but in the um, uh, down to Mexico, into the Gulf of Mexico, and fish there for like a couple of days. Spend a couple of days on the boat and then come back. It was always a great time. Absolutely loved it, and it was some of the best times ever. We would catch tuna. Um, Mainly tuna, either yellowtail, yellowfin, or hey, or bluefin tunas. Man, those pugs. I may have to go to that door in a little bit, but anyways, yeah, some of the best times ever. And I don't fish these days. I haven't made time for it, unfortunately, but maybe I should get back into it. AB True says I wasn't fond of Deep Regrets. Overstay is welcome for me. Yeah, you know what's interesting, True? So the game that we played, it was a 4-player game. We actually played the shorter version, which is you just cut out a day the first day. So instead of Monday through Sunday or whatever, it's like Tuesday through Sunday. And I I like the game, but I can definitely see if it how it would overstay its welcome. One of the players actually said that they would have liked to play the entire game to like build up, their entire engine or whatever, powers and stuff. But I felt like with 4 players, and it was a learning game, so it took longer than normal. It was about 2 hours, but I could see us knocking that out after everything, after about an hour and a half, 90 minutes maybe. It does say in the box, I think 30 per player, which for that game, I liked it. It was more than I thought it was going to be a lighter game, but it turned out to be a little heavier. Nothing too heavy, but definitely a little more complex than I expected. But I felt like the timing of the game, yeah, I'd probably just stick to the one round less that we did rather than the full game. Mopop, hey, happy Monday. Good to see you here, friend. Um, Let me see. Bing says also interested in Conservice. Yeah, we'll get to Conservice in just a few minutes, folks. Again, you are hanging out here today, letting me know what you've been playing recently. And oh, there's ads going. Okay, cool. Legends. Hopefully the ads are back. But what I said about Deep Regrets, I'll repeat. Folks, if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. and you'll get rid of those pesky ads. But happy to redo or restate what I thought. I liked Deep Regrets. I don't know if I loved it, but I really, we had a good time with it. It was more complex than we expected. We just assumed it was gonna be a light game, and it wasn't. It was a little more complex. Having that said, that AB Truman said it wasn't. It felt like it overstayed its welcome. I can see how that would happen. We played the shorter version where you cut out the first round, and that's probably how I would stick to it. The box does say 30 minutes per player. Probably a bit long. We played 4 players. It was about 2-hour game. It was a learning game. And we did have someone teaching us, which was great. But it wasn't that complex, but it was interesting because the first couple of rounds, pretty quick. But then by the time you get to the 4th or 5th round, definitely towards the end of it, there's ways that you can really extend your turn, which was fun. But I can see how someone might think it would overstay its welcome there. But yeah, so Conservis, Finspan, Deep Regrets. What other great fishing games are there, folks? Let me know in chat. And I was talking about how much I love fishing as well. It's been too long since I played. I'm going to hydrate real quick. By the way, shout out to BGG. Thank you for hosting the channel as always. Folks, if you're on BGG, come on over here. Hang out with us on Twitch and or YouTube. I'm going to drop the link in chat where you can find us when we're not online. We have a family-friendly Discord channel. We talk about games and more. Tons of stuff there. By the way, y'all like my new jersey? I'm super excited about this. Last Tuesday night was Filipino Heritage Night at Dodger Stadium. If you don't know, I'm a huge Dodger fan, and my family's been going to the Dodgers Filipino Heritage Night. I think it's when it started. I don't know if it's the exact... It might have started in 2019, but we were definitely there in 2010. My brothers and I went in 2010, so this is like the 15th year. It might have started in 2009. I'm not sure. I'd have to recheck my Dodgers history, but it's really cool to see how big it's expanded. I know a lot of other sports ball teams do Filipino Heritage Night, along with other cultural heritage nights. I really appreciate the Dodgers, what they've done. This is the free jersey that we got. I love it. On the back, it's got an eagle. I'll post pictures in the Discord of the jersey. I'm super excited. But I'm not going to talk about baseball. That's it. We've got a huge series coming up today, starting against the Padres, and I'm gonna enjoy that later tonight. Bing says, I've heard good things about lure and fishing lessons, Buttonside Solo. Oh yeah. I love lure. I think that, man, thank you for reminding me. I have it over here. One of the small box games from All Play. Terrific dice, or dice chucking, and almost like a little bidding mechanism. You're going to bid with your dice like, hey, I feel like I can use these 3 dice to get fish, and maybe you all put like 4 or 5, and then whoever has the fewest amount of dice gets to try to fish first. So you have to match up the numbers according to what the fish have on their cards. Terrific game. I really like that. We played that. Bonzinator and I played on Good Morning Society last year, and that was a lot of fun. Also, fishing lessons. I played that one as well. Hey, that's another Scott Alms design. That's a button shy game, 18 cards. You've got your cards like a boat card, and then you have the fish cards below, and it's more of a memory game. You're trying to remember like where the fish are, and then you have the special abilities like where to move your boat. I didn't like that one as much. Again, I love Scott Alms designs, but memory games, not really my jam. I don't have the best memory. And so the memory itself, trying to figure out where the fish are, I think it's a really clever design. Is it for me? Probably not anymore. But Legend says Coldwater Crown is an excellent fishing game, and I've heard a lot about that one. I have not played that one yet. I would love to check that one out, Legends. True said 12 gamers came over. Nice. Awesome. From Board Game Barbecue Day. Bonds taught Galileo Galilei. Yeah, really good. I want to play that game as well. Lots of Flip 7, Ito, and So Clover got played. Perfect party games, right? When you have 12 players, if you could all play, hopefully you played together, all those games. I know Ito can, and can So Clover play that many? Flip 7 plays a bunch as well. Terrific lineup of games there. True. Anyone else? Let me see. I want to make sure I haven't missed any comments here. Bing says, even when I was younger, I enjoyed fishing, but practice catch and release. Yeah, we would go to the pier So many years ago, I lived in Santa Barbara. I went to school there, UC Santa Barbara, go Gauchos. And Goleta is the adjacent town. And a fun fact, so UC Santa Barbara is actually in Goleta. It's the adjacent town to Santa Barbara. But anyways, UC Santa Barbara is the only school in the nation that has its own private or its own beach. So, fun fact, even the University of Hawaii, they don't have their own beach. You have to go out. Anyways, that's my recruiting pitch. Hopefully my nephew goes to UC Santa Barbara. Got fingers crossed. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, we would go fishing at Goleta Pier, and that was all catch and release. We would just hang out on the pier, have our adult beverages, and there was a great shop there, the tackle shop. The tackle shop, slash snack store. They also served tri-tip sandwiches, and they were the best. They were just really good, on a just pleasant day in Santa Barbara or Goleta, fishing with your buddies, having adult beverages, and then having one of those tri-tip sandwiches. Oh, chef's kiss. Tri-tip, by the way, it migrated down from Santa Maria, which is about 40 minutes north of Santa Barbara, and that's where they I don't know if they say, I don't know if you discover a cut of beef, but they took that cut of beef, the tri-tip, and that's like their claim to fame in Santa Maria. So anywhere in the Central Coast area, you want great tri-tip, that's where it started right there. Oh, now I'm hungry. I want a tri-tip sandwich, folks. Bing says, I ran 5 games of Werewolf last night with my youth group. Very nice. Now, Bing, have you played Blood on the Clocktower? I may or may not have played Blood on the Clocktower recently for the first time, and you all may or may not see that game real soon. That's all I'm going to say. I think I probably said too much, but we will continue on here. Legend says, last weekend we had a board game convention here, and I hung out with Anna Maria. Oh, nice. This past weekend I went to a Brazilian steakhouse. Always a good thing. But the game of last week for me to play was Slay the Spire. You know what? I love Slay the Spire, the video game, but I have not played the board game yet. Oh man, I don't know what. I need to get on that. But Legends, that's so cool. That's amazing. I might have seen Anne Maria post something about that. And you know what? These dogs will not stop barking. I'm gonna take a quick break, folks. Be right back. Stick around. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think that's Mookie. Mookie. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Meeple got stuck outside. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll be right back. Stick around. I'm going to come back. We're going to play some Conservice. Okay, folks? Be right back. Okay, we are back. Thanks for hanging out. Mookie was just barking because he was barking. I went to the front door. I just assumed there'd be a package. There's no package. He just wanted to bark. There must have been a neighbor walking by or something. But anyways, all is safe here at the Gaviola household. Bing says, I have not played Blood on the Clocktower. If you're a fan of Werewolf, Mafia, any kind of social deduction game, I'm not. But Blood on the Clocktower, next level. I can see why it's so popular. And yeah, I would highly recommend it if you're into any kind of social deduction game. It adds a lot of cool elements to that mechanism, right? Social deduction, and it does. I was really impressed. Let's just say that. And you may or may not see me on a episode playing Blood on Clocktower. Hey, by the way, you saw on the break here I've got my schedule for the week. So today we're doing Conservice, the teach and play. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing Let's Go to Japan. I'm going to be doing that on Critical Hit Games, their website or their channels. Well, let me drop my link tree here. Find me all on the interwebs right there. There's all kinds of links. You'll find me at Critical Hit Games. That's Corona, California, a friendly local game store that I've been streaming with the last couple of months. On Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific, Becca Scott and I host Good Morning Society, and we've got a great episode this Wednesday. It's the big celebration. Good Time Society. The channel has reached over 100,000 viewers. Thank you, folks, for that. Oh, awesome. I'm clapping. So we're celebrating by giving over 100 games. Seriously, over 100 games. It's going to be wild. And I'm actually going to be meeting with Jake, the co-founder of Good Time Society, today to line everything up. We've got a nice little schedule here. So normally we do Good Morning Society from about 10 a.m. to about 11 a.m. Pacific. We're going to go long. I'm just going to say that right now. We're going longer than we usually do because we've got over 100 games to give out. So join us then, folks. For those of you who are international viewers, join us, please join. I mean, we appreciate you joining us, but we're going to have games to give out for international folks, for US only, US, Canada, all kinds of stuff. We partnered with a lot of great game companies, so super excited about that. So please come on over on Wednesday at 10 a.m. to join us for Good Morning Society's 100K celebration. Bing says, I'm usually the moderator when we do Werewolf. I love doing it, and I get creative with the stories and narration. Having a good moderator is critical for those types of games. That's why, Bing, check out Blood on the Clock Tower. I highly recommend it because in their case, the moderator, they call him the storyteller, has a lot of cool things they can do in that game. I think you'd be really into that. Woohoo! Woo woo! Yeah, so Wednesday, Good Morning Society. Thursday, I'll be at Critical Hit Games again. And actually, so tomorrow I do Critical Hit Games from home here. I stream to the channel so I can solo games. And then Thursday, I'm actually in at the store. Excuse me. We actually have a little setup there at the store where we stream. Chris and I, the owner, and also Luis, one of the employees, we stream every Thursday at 4:30 a.m. Pacific from the store. This Thursday, we got a special guest coming in. I don't even know who it is. Chris is like, hey, we got a special guest. And that's all I heard. So we've got a special guest Thursday, and we'll be playing, I believe we'll be playing En Route. It's a new roll and write game that I'm excited about because I love roll and writes, and I had never heard of En Route, so I've got to do some homework before Thursday to learn that game. Very excited about that. They do have store copies at the store on sale, so looking forward to that. Let me drop the Discord link one more time, just in case y'all are just joining us right now and you missed that. I'm checking my phone to turn off my messages and stuff. Thank you, phone. And why don't we get to Conservice, folks? We'll get to that. Let me make sure we're all set up here. I am set up, but I'll show you the layout real quick. This is Conservice. And I'll talk it through. I just want to make sure everything's lined up in the camera here. Yep. We're good. So we're going to... Oh, Meeple, what are you barking at? Anyways, hope you're doing well, folks. We've got a few more minutes, and now Mookie's going back to the door to bark. Bye, Mook. Any other games you want to talk about real quick before we get going here? I am always happy to learn about what's getting out to the tables there. AB True had a get-together this weekend. Legends had a convention, so really neat to see that. You know what's crazy? It's June already. Folks, we got Gen Con around the corner. Guess who hasn't booked his flight yet? I got to get my act together. Oh my gosh. I've got a meeting with some folks. Hopefully, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, and hopefully to line up everything for Gen Con. By the way, did I? Okay, yeah. Maybe I didn't. Okay. I don't think I did. But I usually post on the socials like, hey, I'm live now. I don't think I did that. I mean, it should automatically go to the Discord. Like, I have it set up so, like, my Discord, anytime I go live on YouTube or Twitch, it automatically pings my Discord. It says, hey, I'm live. Yep. It looks like, yeah. Yep. Okay, yeah, it did go. Wait, where is this? Yeah. Okay, cool. And it said Tabletop Recall. No, you're not watching it. That was last week's show. I was too late to repost that. But hey, we are going to be playing some Conservus, folks. I'm super excited about this. Terrific game. I love solo games, and really, we're just really excited to show this to you. Bing says, I was in Indy past 2 weekends. Very nice. Legends. The 4 games I want to get are Fate of the Fellowship, Conservus, Moon Colony, Bloodbath, and Deep Regrets. Only have 1 so far. Yeah. So you got Deep Regrets. Conservus, we're going to show you right now. I'm also on that list of I want Moon Colony Bloodbath. I actually called down to a local store today or yesterday and said, do you guys have this? They're like, nope, it's sold out. And at Critical Hit Games, I tried to, I wanted to see if they had copies. Of course, they don't. It's just sold out everywhere. It's if you don't know, folks, this is the new game from Donald Vaccarino, the designer of Dominion. It's supposed to be a lot of fun and super quick playing game. Moon Colony Bloodbath. Definitely want to check that one out. Fate of the Fellowship, I just saw, Legends, don't quote me on this, Wednesday on Good Morning Society. I'm gonna look it up. We may be giving away a copy or 2 of that game you're looking for, Fate of the Fellowship. Let me see. And this is all between us. No one tells a secret. I don't think I'm supposed to be talking about what games we're giving away. Oh, no, wait, no, we have been talking about it on socials. I know, like, Kiri's been Kiri has been posting on socials, but what we're going to give away, Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship, we have a copy that we are giving away. Yes, we are. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, you can follow Good Time Society socials for other games we won't play. Yeah, we won't tell anyone. Thanks, Bing. Yeah, check that one out. Bing or Legends says, I haven't played it yet, but have played a lot of Beacon Patrol. I haven't played it. Oh, I haven't played Deep Regrets. Yeah. I haven't played Fate of the Fellowship of the Ring. The trick taking game. My bad. Fate of the Fellowship. I thought that was the pandemic style game. That's the one I was thinking of. That's the one we're giving away on Wednesday at Good Time Society. Let me scroll back here. Bing says, I'm going to pick up Beacon Patrol. Thinking about the Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game. If you like Lord of the Rings and you like trick-taking, you must. I feel like it's a must-get. Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking is so good. Oh, hi, Kimma. I have Deep Regrets. Just got it played this weekend. It's great. Yeah, terrific game, Kimma. We were talking about it earlier. And then now Legends, I haven't played it yet, but have played a lot of Beacon Patrol. Yeah, Beacon Patrol is fantastic. Hey, Time Roller. Pull up the cardboard says, or the crew. Yeah, the crew. It's the Lord of the Rings trick-taking game. It does have similarities to the crew. I liked it better. I played a really early prototype of Lord of the Rings, but just even for the prototype, I could tell, like, for me, the theme, I like the theme better. I'm not even the biggest Lord of the Ring guy. I'm not really hardcore Lord of the Rings fan, but just the way they wove it into the trick-taking, I thought was really genius, and the narrative was really cool. But definitely recommend that. Get one of these here. Did you get the Beacon Patrol expansion, Kimma asks? The digital one's coming out soon. I played the demos. Oh, cool. I have not gotten the expansion yet. I played with the mini expansions that came with the original game. I forgot what it was. You added, there was like, was it islands or something? I forget. But I like those mini. I just like Beacon Patrol. It's such a chill. Like, for me, I liked it solo. I don't even think Michelle and I played it because it's a cooperative trick-taking game. I don't remember if we played it or not. I mean, Michelle loves Tile Lane, just like I do. Like, Tile Lane's one of my favorite mechanics. Same with Michelle. The one con against Lord of the Rings Trick Takers only plays 4 versus the crew's 5 player. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I always forget about that. That you can play the crew. I've never played the crew of 5. I played it up to 4, and played it with 2, like the 2-player variant as well. Oh, the new Crew Adventures feels like Uno instead. Oh my gosh, I've not played it. Not played the new Crew Adventures. Oh yeah. Beacon Patrol, the windmills. I think you're right, Kim. I think that's what they added. Cool. Okay, friends, thank you for hanging out and chatting. We're gonna play some Conservus next, and as I do, I'll do a little intro, the YouTube intros. so it makes it easier for me to edit later. I don't have to like splice stuff in. But if you have questions or whatever, please let me know, and we'll talk about them. And yeah, appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Shout out again to BGG for hosting, folks. Let's get to this. Yeah, all right. I think we're all good. So this is the YouTube intro, and yeah, let's hang out and check out the game. Hi friends, I'm Ruel Gaviola. Today I've got Conservice. This is a game from 25th Century Games. I want to thank them for sending over a copy in Conservice. We are captains of a fishing boat, or it's going to be a fishing fleet, and we're going out to catch fish and hopefully turn them into goods to sell to the market. Now, what's really cool about Conservice is that it's a solo game, and you're playing to catch fish and sell them to the market, but you don't want to overfish. You want to maintain a sustainable business here, and that means not overfishing, because if you run out of fish, you're going to lose the game. So it's a really neat bag building game, and I'll explain the rules as we go on. But you see here, we've got the setup already. I do want to share the market book here. This is how you're going to play. You're going to have, I'm starting in January, but each game that you play all the way to December is going to be different. They have different setups. They have different goals in order to win. And of course, we're going to start with January. But I'm going to go through this. I'll play January today for today's playthrough. But as you play, you can play through the entire campaign and then reset. And you can play whatever month you want. So in Conservice, what you're doing is bag building. And you're going to be drawing tokens from the bag that will represent fish. And each time you're playing, every time you're going to fish, you're going to place it on your boat or the open water. So you start with one boat. I am the Carp DM, and then open water. And I'll talk about that in just a second. But first, let's build our bag. So here's all the tokens, money and stuff. You start in January, you're going to start with $10, 10 coins, 10 open water tokens, which are going to go in the bag. Now, the open water tokens for this first scenario, they're just blockers, so they do nothing except mess you up. And then you have 5 mackerel, which I'm going to throw on here in the bag, and also 5 sardines. You'll notice on the tokens here that on one side it's the fish, and the other side it's like a tin can symbol. The tin can symbol, and they're, for all intents and purposes, it's the same thing, but when you sell to the market, you can put it on the tin can side to show that you've sold it. Okay, so these all go in the bag. We got 20 tokens here. Going to mix them up. Okay, so the game is played in 3 phases, and we're going to talk through it as we play. So phase 1, we're at sea. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to draw 5 tokens. 3, 4, 5. So I've drawn 2 sardines and 1 scallop and 2 open water. Now, 2 water tokens. So I'm going to decide, I have to place all 5 onto 1 card. Okay, this is the market. These are not in, this is what I have here. I have 1 open water and 1 boat, which you start with. Now, this is what you need to place in the catch section. So each boat is split into 2 sections. It's the boat section here, which is where you catch. That's what you're going to sell or use for upgrades. And then you have the deep water section, which is here. Basically, the deep water, you're not going to be able to sell. And the catch section, that's what you use to sell or to get upgrades. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to put them in open water. Now, what is open water? I'm glad you asked, Ruel. Open water, no matter where you place it on the card, it counts as deep water. So you're never going to be able to sell the fish you have in open water. Okay, and I'll explain why I did that in just a second. Now, that's 1 turn. Now, for the second turn of phase 2, you just keep going till all your boats and open water are filled up. At the start, you always start with 1 boat. You'll be able to buy more as the game continues. I've drawn 4 and 5. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. I need to put at least 3 onto the catch to sell. But what I'm doing instead, and I told you I was going to explain why I'm doing this here in the deep water, is when you go to sell, you're going to sell anything up here. Now, obviously, I can't sell open water. It's just going to go away. But the ones down here, if you do not sell them, they're going to spawn. And you're going to spawn and add more to your bag here. So you're spawning more fish. because you don't want to run out of fish because before you go to market, or so you can have more stuff to sell later on. So here we go. What I'm going to do is step 2, I'm on land now. So I've gone out to the sea, now I'm back at land. And then in any order, you can either sell something, you can buy an upgrade, or you can buy a boat. So I started with $10. I'll probably buy a boat. Now the upgrades, on the other hand, those cost resources. So I cannot get any upgrades because these are all in the deep sea portion. So open water, all deep sea. Carp DM, the bottom half is deep sea, the top half is for sale. So obviously you can't sell water. So I'm gonna on the land phase, second phase, I'm just passing. So now the third phase, the end of the day, you're gonna discard any leftover catch, which I do not have. The stuff in the deep sea stays. Then I'm gonna return water to the bag. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waters go into the bag. Then I'm gonna refill the boats. I did not purchase any, so I have the option to, if you don't buy any boats at the round, you have the option to reset them. But I'm gonna leave them as they are. Likewise, for the upgrades, if you did not buy an upgrade, you can reset them by, discarding, putting 3 new. I'm just going to leave them as is. And then we pay upkeep. What is upkeep? I'm glad you asked, Ruel. For each boat, there's an upkeep cost, right? Because you have to take care of your boats. They're out on the harsh ocean, and you need to make sure they're okay. Now, you look at the little number. The big number is the cost, okay? So let's take a look at this one. Squid Pro Quo. For Squid Pro Quo, to buy it, it cost me $2. And then upkeep, every round's going to cost $1, okay? Or 1 coin. But I didn't buy any boats this time, so I don't have to worry about upkeep. Next, I'm going to spawn. And what you do for spawning, you take any fish that you have in your deep sea, and then you look at them. You count them up. I have 3 scallops, so it's always your number minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So I've spawned 2 more scallops. Likewise for the sardines, 2 minus 1 is 1. So that's how you're going to add fish, right? You have to let them spawn, let Mother Nature take its course, and then you add them all to your bag. Okay. And that's it. We just played round 1. We moved to round 2. In this scenario, January, I have 7 rounds here. Okay, 7 to turn rounds to go through. Highlandaise. And then the end of the game, I need to, the standard win condition, I need to have 40 coins, 4 sardines, and 4 scallops in my bag. Okay. Oh, by the way, I forgot to pay my upkeep, but hey, look, Carp DM, 0 upkeep. So yay, I don't have to pay anything. So I keep my 10 coins. That's round 1. We're at round 2, and we rinse and repeat. So phase 1 at sea. Let's draw 10. I mean, draw 5. So 4 and 5. Okay. Now, do I want to spawn again, or do I want to go to the market here and buy stuff? Or what I want to do is get some coins here. Maybe I want to get some coins, some money in order to buy. But you know what? I'm going to say no. What I'm going to do, I'm going to spawn yet again this turn. Now, I do have an option where... No, you know what? I'm going to... these are going to go the open water. Okay? So again, all open water is treated as if the deep sea, right? Those aren't... You only catch when you're on the boat. Okay, so... Booble Cafe, yeah, Ruel says no. Draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow, what a draw. Okay. Now, I do want to spawn some more. I really want to load my bag with stuff. Now, this says I have to put at least 3 in the catch. So, water, sardine, and couple or 3 scallops. Oh, so 3 of them are going to go. Now, if I do 3, I can load up on money. Because here, on the first one, now, for this scenario, you have to go left to right. Okay, now you can start new rows. It doesn't matter which row, right? It says you must fill the market spaces in each row from left to right. You may start a new row before you finish the previous one. Yeah, so you can totally go wherever you want, but you have to go left to right. So maybe I want to put this one for sale. I could sell this one, or I can use it for an upgrade. Maybe I want to use an upgrade here. Keep the traded tokens on before spawn draw. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. Or I can do this one. Bundle offer. Once per round when you have sold at least 2 different types of tins in that round, or an extra $2 or 2 coins. New recipe. Keep the traded tokens on this card. Earn an extra coin for each tin of that type of token. Ooh, I like that. Now this one, to get upgrades, you're just using your fish. So this one says I have to use 2 fish that are the same. Okay, this one says I can use any type of fish, and likewise this one, any type of fish. This one's deep sea radar. Keep the traded tokens on this card. Before spawning, draw and examine up to 10 tokens, then return them to the sea bag. Discard the tokens on the card to show it has been used. Okay, so this is a one-time ability. So some of these, they are ongoing. This is one time per turn. This is an ongoing, and this is a one-time per use in the game, so you discard it afterwards. Okay, so what do I want to do? I need to put 3 up here. I can get some money, and then I can get some upgrades as well. And I could buy a new boat. Maybe that's what I want to do. Maybe I want to buy a new boat as we go along here. So I've got 1, 2 scallops, 1 sardine. Okay, so a sardine, if I put up here for 1, it's 1 coin. I need 2 sardines for 3 coins. And now these as well. So this one needs 3. Again, I only have 3 that I've caught here. And I have 2 scallops. I have to be able to do these all at once. It's not like you can put like 1 and then come back on a later turn and put the other 2. No, it's all once at a time there. Board Game Bard, yeah, nice draw this turn. So, folks, if you're watching this on YouTube, I record this live on Twitch, which I do with a lot of my teach and plays. Please click the links below to find out when and where I stream. I am going to have these 2 here. I think I want to get an upgrade. I like this one here. So this is use 2 that are the same. And keep the traded tokens on this card. Earn an extra coin for each tin of the type of token that you sell. So that's an ongoing thing. Now this deep sea one, deep sea radar, I keep trade tokens on this card before spawning, draw and examine up to 10 tokens, then return them to the sea bag. And then I would return this. Ooh. No. I mean, I like this because you get extra money. This one here, once per round, when you have sold at least 2 different types of tins that round, earn extra $2. That's interesting. So I'd have to sell 2. You know what? No, that I'm going to sell. I'll get this upgrade here. So I pay 2 of the same, which are going to be the 2 scallops. Okay, and then these, unless they say to keep it on the card, these just go back in the general supply. Okay, so I've got this upgrade, and then I've got 1. Sardine. I'm gonna sell it here for $1. So I turn it over to its tin side, right? It's now sardine in a tin, and I immediately get 1 coin. Okay, now that's gonna be my on land. So we went to sea, got fish. We went to land, you know, bought, did an upgrade. Oh, I could buy a boat. Why don't we buy another boat? Let's buy Squid Pro Quo. So that's gonna give me 1 catch here. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. I mean, I don't want to... Yeah, let's do that. So it's going to cost me 2 coins. Now, when you buy a boat, you don't do the upkeep that round. You'll do it next round. But the boats that you have previously, you'll pay that upkeep. So I'm going to leave this like that. A little askew, just to remind myself. Okay, so that's going to be my on-land phase. I have nothing else to sell, because all the stuff is in the deep sea from here on out. So I discard any leftover catch. None. Return water to the bag. So 1, 2 waters that time. Yeah, it was a nice draw. Refill the boats. So let's just slide this over, put a new boat out, and then slide these over, put a new upgrade. This new upgrade is extended license. I may spend a coin to draw an extra token and place it in the catch or deep sea area of a boat, ignoring the catch size. You can do this only once per boat for up to 3 boats. Okay, that's cool. So by this, I get basically a free size upgrade for each boat that I want. So instead of 1, I could have up to 2. Oh, that's a good one. I may have to get that next round. I like that. Okay, so return the water bag, refill the boats, refill the upgrades, pay upkeep. So I'm paying this one, which is 0. And this one I don't pay because I just bought it. So now next round, I'll just slide it here. I'll do upkeep next round. Next, I spawn. So I've got 3 scallops. So that 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, yay, scallops. And I've got 2 sardines. 2 minus 1 is 1, so 3 sardines. And now these go into the bag. All right. And that is our end of that round. So now we're on round 3. Paid upkeep. So I've got 9 coins. And I got a bunch of tokens here. Again, what I'm trying to do is 40 coins at the end. 4 sardines, and 4 scallops. All right, here we go. 3rd round, folks. Draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a couple of waters and 5. Okay. So we got 3 waters, 1 and 1. What do I want to do here? Now I do have this new recipe, so every time on land, earn an extra $1. Oh, I was supposed to keep the tokens on this card. I forgot. So that was 2 scallops. Okay. Keep the trade tokens on this card. Earn an extra dollar for each tin of that type of token. So I get an extra buck or coin for every time I sell a scallop. Okay, so if I sell a single instead of 2, I get 3. This first 3 here is 7. Ooh, that's nice. But you know, I'm gonna put it here on the Squid Pro Quo. It's a catch size of 1, so I've got 1 scallop. I'm gonna put the rest of the stuff in the deep sea. Okay. Let's continue. Again, you can place it anywhere you want, but it's 5 tokens, and once it's filled, it's filled. Ooh, look at that draw. Wow. 4 scallops. And, oh, man. I could go over here and get that 7. Oh, that's a lot of money. Oh, do I want to do that? Or do I want to put all these 4 into open water and spawn even more? That might be the move, folks. Man, oh, man. I don't know. I don't think I can turn down that 7. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3. Again, catch size is 3. Okay, and then now everything else is in the open water. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we got a scallop, 2 sardines, and 2 open water, or 2 waters. I keep saying open water. Open water is the card, and then water tokens are just water. All right, so that's phase 1. We were at sea. Now we're back at port. We are on phase 2 on land. In any order, I can sell here, I can upgrade here, or I can buy a boat here. So what do I want to do? Now, I am going to get earn an extra dollar for each tin of that type I sell. So this one I want to save for one of the upgrades. So these 3 I'm going to sell. So 2 go here, 1 gets turned over. So I get $7, but my new recipe gets me 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me make some change here. 3, 4, 5. We get another 5er here. Okay. So I got 15. Again, we're trying to get to 40. Then I have this one here. Let's get another upgrade. So we got extend license. I may spend $1 to draw an extra token, place in the catcher, ignoring the catch size. This I sort of like. What's the other ones? We have Deep Sea 1. This is the bundle offers. Once per run, when you have sold 2, you get a bonus. 2 different types. And then Deep Sea Radar. Keep the traded tokens on this card. War Spine, draw an exam to 10 tokens. Oh. Kuka Burrito, hello. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to drop this comment right here. It says, hi, Ruel. Hope you're having a good day. Do you think someone who enjoyed the solo coffee roaster game would like this? Now, again, folks, if you're on YouTube later in the future, you're watching, hello, future. Hope everything's well. We record this live on YouTube and Twitch, and Kuka Burrito just asked this question. I have not played Coffee Roaster, if you believe it or not. It's been on my radar for years. I just have not played it, Kuka Burrito. But if you do like bag building, I think you'd like this one. And I really enjoy it. So Scott Alm's design, I'm a big fan of his. So yeah, continue watching and see how the gameplay goes and see if you like it. Hopefully you do. I really enjoy it. Hey, Dutch. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to get this one here, this upgrade, the extended license, so I can spend that $1 to draw an extra token. I may like that, because it sort of gives me a little more flexibility here. So I'm going to get this. I'm going to spend this token here. This one goes here. It does not say to keep it there, so let me move this over. I now have 2 upgrades. Okay, and then do I want to buy another boat? I don't think it's time yet for another boat. I'm going to do some more spawning. Let me see how... Again, the rules do state you cannot look into your bag. So, I mean, I guess you could sort of suss it out. Because you start with, I think it's 30 sardines and 20 scallops. But I'm not gonna like, totally game the game here. We're just going to play. So, let's see. Let me see. So, I'm going to be selling 4 every round. No, I'm going to pass on buying a boat this turn. Okay, yeah. I will not buy a boat. So I've upgraded, I've sold, I will not buy a boat. So now it's phase 3, the end of the day. Be Travis, yeah. You're going to need a bigger boat. Classic. End of the day, we do some cleanup here. Discard any leftover catch, which we do not have. Return the water to the bag. Those 3, 4, 5, 6 waters. Okay. Refill the boats. Now, I did not buy a boat, so I can reset the market, which I think I'm going to do. Let's get rid of these. Go to the bottom. And then we're going to 1, 2, 3 boats. Okay, 2. Okay, they're all 2s. Okay. And then I did buy an upgrade, so I cannot reset. All I do is refill. And this is, there's a little octopus. Rehabilitation efforts. Choose up to 3 animal tokens from the deep sea. Add them to the sea bag. Take an equal number of new tokens of your choice and place them in deep sea. Oh, interesting. Okay. Cool. All right. So, what am I doing? So I've reset this here. Refill the upgrades. Pay upkeep. Nothing here, 1 here. So I owe $1 for Squid Pro Quo upkeep. Okay, now we're going to spawn. So we've got 3... 3 sardines, so we're going to spawn 2. Again, 3 minus 1 is 2. And then 2 scallops minus 1 is 1. So now we have 3 to add to the bag, and we have 5 sardines to add to the bag. Okay. Advance this, so we're at round 4. And Dutch has played this before. Dutch says, you don't want too many boats. Yeah, that's right. I made the mistake the first time I played of just going boat crazy, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I've got to sell all this stuff. Yikes. And I wasn't spawning enough. So, got to be careful. Okay. So, did we move the round marker? Folks, am I on round 4? I think we are. Let me see. So, hopefully I'm on round 4. Did I move it? Or am I supposed to be in round 5? I don't know. We might have to check the video later. Unless someone can tell me live. So, let's see. 3. I'm at 4. Thank you, Dutch. So, that's 3. So, I'm back at C, drawing 5 and placing... Okay, so we've got 3 sardines. Ooh, I can sell 3 sardines for big money here. 7. Then spawn. Linus, yeah, this is totally... That's the tough part about solo game. I always mess up that. So yeah, totally. That's me too. I was like, oh, what turn am I? And usually I'll have like a marker. Like, you know, but this actually comes with a marker to tell you what turn. But I'm like, so, you know, you're so busy doing stuff. I was like, oh, shoot, I forgot what it was. Now... I have the extended license. I could spend $1 to draw an extra token and place it in the catch or deep sea area and ignore this catch limit. But I think I'm good with these 3 sardines for now. Okay, so let's continue here. Now, if I can sell a scallop, I do get an extra $1 here. So 4. Oh, there's a lot of water in that one. Oh, all water. So why don't we do this? We're going to put this here. I'm going to sell or use it for an upgrade. Right, and then all water goes here. Okay, now do I want to spend an extra $1, extend a license to draw another one? Nah, I'm good there. Let's see, I want to continue spawning here. Okay, is that 4? Yeah, 5. Okay, cool. So this is going to go open water. Again, that counts as deep sea, so these will be spawning. Okay, so phase 2, we are on land. In any order, I can upgrade, buy a boat, or sell to the market. So definitely want to sell. Now, I didn't have any the scallops to sell, so I do not get extra money, but I can sell these here. So again, you turn one over to the tin side, and then you take the other 2, place in the supply, and then you get $7. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna do these 2 for a 10. Yay! So we're over halfway to our 40 coin goal. Okay, but again, the tricky part is making sure you have the right amount of fish. So you need 4 of each. Okay, so I've sold that. Now I have this extra one. Do I want to get one of these here? These are 1 each. This is the bundle offers once per round. If I've sold at least 2 different types of tins that round, earn an extra $2. Or keep the traded token on this card. Before spawning, draw and examine up to 10 tokens, then return them to the sea bag. Discard the tokens on this card to show has been used. Okay, so... I don't know. I sort of like this bundle offer, because if I can sell 2, that's a nice little bonus there. I'm doing okay money-wise, but, you know, again, I'm selling a bunch of fish, like 3 shots at a time, so I want to make sure that I spawn more, because I can already feel the bag. It's getting a little light. So maybe I want to do this one for this here. Okay, so I'm going to place this here. And this will just go back to the supply. And that's going to be my on-land phase. I don't want to buy another boat just yet. Maybe we'll save that for the next round. But end of the day, discarding a leftover catch. We don't have any. I've been pretty efficient about that. Return water to the bag. So this turn we had 5. Oh, we had 7 of the 10 waters. Okay. And then refill boats. Now, I didn't buy any. I could, sweep it, reset the market, but I'm okay with that. We did buy an upgrade, so we'll place a new one out here. The new one is a quick release crane. You have to spend 2 similar tokens. And then you may choose up to 3 tokens in total from the catch and deep areas of your boats and add them to the seed bag. Oh, interesting. So if you had some water that you didn't want, that maybe you want to, get some fish, return those waters and get that. That's a good one. I like that. I think I played with that one before. Okay, so haven't bought any boats. We reset that. Now we got to upkeep. 1. Pay 1. I like that. Okay. Now we're going to spawn. So we've got 2 scallops and 2 sardines, so that spawns 1 of each. Okay. They go into the bag. Advanced round marker. I'm saying it out loud so we all remember. We're in round 5, folks. All right. So let's see how we do here. And Cook Burrito says, looks like there's a lot more decision meat on this than Coffee Roaster. Coffee Roaster is pleasant, but I think I might enjoy this more. That's good to know. Thank you, Cook Burrito. I really want to play Coffee Roaster. I know it's really well regarded, but I am loving Conservative. So I'm glad that you were able to share that with us so we all know. Thank you for that. And hopefully, yeah, check it out, folks. This is from 25th Century Games. They did provide me a copy of this. So thanks to Chad and the team over there. Okay, drawing for the next 5th round. Ooh. Okay, we got 3 of these. Now we're at 5th round. Do I spawn or do I want to sell? Now the next one here, the next big one is here, but I need to sell 3 scallops first. I do have this here. Oh, maybe we can do this thing once per round when you have sold at least 2 different types of tins. So I can sell maybe 1 here and 2 here. Ooh, that would be sweet. Oh man, maybe I want to do that. I could always buy another boat too. Oh man. Okay, so decisions. I'm just gonna go 1 here. Or do I want to spawn the heck out of this? Oh man. No, you know what? Okay, for sure I want to sell that one. So we're gonna go here. Okay, that'll spawn, and then I have 1 catch to sell. Let's draw some more. 3, 4, 5. Oh, what a draw! Oh my gosh, perfect. Yeah. Now, do I want to spend all those scallops? That's the question. So I could always put in open water, and then I could always spend $1 to get an extra. No, you know what? I don't want to spend the $1 to get an extra token. To draw an extra token. Because you don't know what I could draw there. This sets me up because I get this. I can sell the. Oh, yeah. We're doing that. Okay. So now everything must go in open water. Okay. Linnea says, speaking of 20th century, they just added Junk Drawer to Alpha and BGA. Nice. I love Junk Drawer. Okay, so this goes all in open water. So this will be spawning, which is great. I love spawning this because I'm spending that there. It's always a good thing. Okay. Yeah, I love Junk Drawer. That's a terrific light tile laying game. Okay, so we are going to land now. We've finished our day at the sea on land. Are we going to upgrade, sell, or buy a boat? Definitely going to sell. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell these 3 into this spot here. These 2 go there. Turn this over. So I get 8. So $8. Now, with the new recipe, remember, I have these here. Anytime I sell a scallop, I get an extra $1. So that's 9. Okay, so that goes there. I'm going to sell over this 1 little sardine is going to go here for 1 coin. Okay. What am I doing? 1 coin. And then, because of my bundle offers, once per round, when you have sold at least 2 different types of tins, which I have, I've sold a sardine and I've sold a scallop, I earn an extra $2. Yay. Very cool. So let me trade in some of this. We're doing okay money-wise, folks. I think we're at 25. Let me change out some of these. We are at 34, and we still got a couple of rounds left. So I think money-wise, we're good. We got to watch the fish, okay? That's all I'm going to do. Now, do I want... No, I cannot buy anything else. I've spent all my catch. Okay, so do I want to reset these rows? No, we're going to reset that. We're going to leave it as is. We are in the end of day phase, so any leftover catch we get rid of. Return water to the bag. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, do I want to... Let me back up. Before I do this end of day phase, do I want to buy another boat? I think we're okay. You know, we'll buy a boat on the last round if we need it. So we're okay. Discard the water, refill the boats, refill upgrades. I'm going to leave it as is. Okay, let's pay the upkeep. And I like this. I only have to pay 1 per round for upkeep because my Carp DM's nothing and my Squid Pro is only 1. Okay. And then we spawn. So we have 2 sardines and 2 scallops. So they each spawn 1. Okay, always a good thing. And then put these in the bag. Okay, and then let's move this to 6. So 6 and 7 are final rounds. All right. And we're starting now. So I've got 30. Let me make more change. I think we're going to hit the money thing just fine. I mean, let's see if we can hit 60. That's the difficult level. But difficult, you also need 6 and 6. But let's see how we can do here. Again, I don't want to get cocky, but we're in pretty good shape. And just as I say that, we draw a bunch of water. Okay, so... let's see. Again, maybe we want to try to draw or sell 2 different types. So let me put this water here, and this scallop here, and this sardine here. So we're going to sell the sardine. Maybe we can sell 2. And again, if we sell 2 different types, so if we sell a sardine and a scallop, we get 2 extra bucks. Again, money I don't think is an issue. Now I could spend an extra $1 to draw a token and place it in any area I want. Maybe I want to do that. So do I try to reach in there and get another thing? No, you know what? No, we don't have to because I want to go here and then let's see how the draw is. And then we can always use the extended license. So I'm going to draw 5 again. Oh, a lot of water this round. So that tells me maybe I'm a little light on some fish here. Maybe I want to be careful. Maybe I need to do some spawning. Okay. Maybe I do that. So let's go to open water. Let's see what I draw. Well, we got 6 of the waters out already. Maybe I want to spend that $1 to add 1 here. Yeah, let's do that. Extended license. I may spend 1 to draw an extra token placed in the catch or deep sea area of a boat, ignoring the catch size. You can do this once per boat for up to 3 boats. Oh, sweet. So here's my $1. I'm going to draw 1 here. Hey, it's exactly what I wanted. So we're going to go right there to sell that one. Okay, perfect. Because I'll be able to get that $2 bonus. Maybe I don't even have to worry about it. Because I've money's... we'll see. Let's see. Now, I do have to go to open water, draw 5. Oh my gosh, it's all water. Wow. Almost all water. 1 sardine. But here's the thing, friends. Remember when I go to the spawning phase, it's your number of fish minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 1. So I'm not going to spawn any sardines this round. That's sort of rough. And because you want to have 4 of each. 4 and 4 of each at the end of the game. Oh, okay. Well, we'll worry about that in just a second here. So we are done with our day at the sea. We're going to land, phase 2. We're either going to sell, upgrade, or buy a boat. So let me sell first. So I'm going to sell this single scallop for 2. And I do get an extra because this one, my new recipe, I get an extra $1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And then I'm going to sell these 2 here, sardines, for 3. Okay, so 3 coins. And with the bundle offers, I've sold 1 of each type, so I get an extra $2. Okay, 1, 2. So yeah, money-wise, we're okay. So let me make some changes. We got 5 for 10, 5 for 5. We have another 5. Okay, so we have 30. We have 40 right now. Before I spawn, let's continue our land. Do I want to upgrade or buy a boat? Oh, man. I think we're okay. I really want to... I feel like I'm going to have to spawn next round, because I think money's good. I think we're okay with money. So I'm going to stay with the 2 boats. It's going to be a small but mighty fleet this game, folks. And as far as upgrades, I think I mean, we only have one round left. We're good. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna call it right there for the land phase. Phase 2. Let's go phase 3. Discard any leftover catch, which we don't have. Return water to the bag. Pulled almost every single water that round. What did we do? 5. Wait, did we put 2, 4, 6? We pulled every water that round. Crazy. I don't think I've ever done that yet. Okay, that's back in the bag. Refill boats. Nope, we're gonna leave it as is. Pay the upkeep. We only owe 1. Okay. And then we're gonna spawn. So we're spawning one of these and none of these, unfortunately, because 1 minus 1 is nothing. So, I'm interested to see how we're doing money-wise. Okay. Did I pay upkeep? I paid the one... Well, let me see. I spawned. I don't know if I paid the 1 upkeep or not. I could have sworn I did. I'm going to say I did, but I'll just leave this here just in case. Okay. So let's go to the final round. Okay, here we go. I have a feeling we need to spawn. I'm going to have to sell at least one thing. And have to spawn at least... I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what's in this bag. It doesn't feel like there's much. I feel like I got to spawn a bunch of stuff, folks. Okay. There's a bunch of water. Okay, 4 waters and 1 mollusk, or scallop. So I do the 1 scallop. That's giving me $2. And then I'll get an extra 3. So that's definitely going to get me like 40. Okay, you do have to do upkeep. So I'm going to put this one here. Okay, and hopefully everything else, we can draw a bunch to spawn stuff. Now, you can always... I could have done this where I don't even want to sell that. I can, like, put 1, 2, 3 for the catch, right? You can do that. It's like, oh, you caught a bunch of water. You just don't sell anything. I could do that. Maybe I will do that. Let me see. If I sell a fish or sardine, so I have 38 right now. No, you know what? This is worth... That's going to be worth at least $3. So we're going to do that. Okay. Oh, man. Or, I mean, I could do this. You know what? Why don't we do this? 1, 2, and I'll sell the 1 here. Okay, we'll do that. All right, let's go. Okay. Come on, one more to spawn. Nope. Okay, we're going to sell. We'll do our little bonus thing here. Oh, man. Do I want to draw another token? Place it there. I can spend an extra token and place it in the catch or deep sea area. You know what? I may have to do that because I want to spawn. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think there's enough. Oh, man. 3. Oh, no. It's all water. 4, 5. Oh, my gosh. I think I have to spend, too. Let me see. So I got 4 water. So I'm going to spawn at least 1 more scallop. I'm going to spend a coin. Yeah. Spend a coin to draw. I can put this anywhere I want. Oh, no. I don't have enough. Oh, no. It is a sardine. So I'm going to place that here. Oh, folks, I'm not going to have enough. Oh, is there anything else I can do? It's just, okay, this is here. No. Okay, well, let's go through it. Oh, man, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Okay, here it is. So I'm at the sea. I'm done with my day at sea. I'm going to go to land. So I'm going to sell this one here for 1 coin. I'm going to sell this one here for 2 coins. Okay. And it's because it's a scallop, I get 1 extra. So that's 3 coins. And I've sold 1 of each. And because my bundle offer, I get an extra 2 coins. Okay. So let's count up how much I have. 2, 4, 5. I'm going to make change here for another 5-er. And then I'll make change for 10. So there's our 40. We have 44 right now. Oh. Discarding leftover cat. We're at the end of the day phase. I'm not buying boats. I'm not buying upgrades. End of day phase. Discard leftover catch. Return water to the bag. Oh, no. I don't think I did it, friends. Ugh. We're going to skip this. We don't need to refill any of this stuff. We're going to pay upkeep. We owe 1. Okay. And just in case I didn't pay from the previous round, I'll put another. Because I definitely made the goal for 40. Now we're going to spawn. We've got 2 and 2. which means I spawn one here and one here. Okay. Advanced round marker, the game is over. Put these in the bag. Our goal for January is 40 coins, which we have 42. Did I pay? Yeah, I paid upkeep. 42. Now we need 4 of each. Scallops and sardines, which I think the bad news, I think I'm short 1 each. Okay, here's all the water. So we start with 10 water. There's only 1 scallop. Continue, come on. Please be a miracle somewhere in this bag. Maybe it was in the corner. There's a sardine. Here are the, so far, 8 waters. There are not enough tokens in this bag, friends. Oh my goodness. Sardine, water. Water. Is that 10? Okay, there's our 10 water. I feel, oh no. I feel 2 tokens here. That is not enough. 1 of each. No! We are short 1 sardine and 1 scallop. We did make our money goal, but unfortunately we have overfished and we have lost the game. Conservice. Friends, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I love this game. Thanks again to 25th Century Games for sending over a copy. I'm going to get back to playing this and hopefully win the next round. Real quickly here, you can see that, you know, I missed this goal, but January, that was January, and just take these off here. We have February all the way to December, where the goal, the setup is different. There's a bunch of different animals that you can add. So I have octopus, octopi, and then mussels as well. So you're going to bring in different animals, different setups, different goals as well. Money, you know, and then there's other tokens here that we haven't really talked about. But I've just shown you the January. Oh, so close. I thought I had that. Seriously, I thought that I had that in the bag. But as you saw, no bueno. But thanks again for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye, everybody. And that was for YouTube, folks. There it is. The Mussels from Brussels, Dutch says. Yes, the Mussels from Brussels. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Evil Turnip, yeah, looks pretty cool. I really enjoyed this one. I hope you all had fun watching. I can't believe I was I thought I had planned it out better than that, but the money oh man, if I should have, I should have spawned a little more, maybe another round of the previous round. I should have spawned more and just focus on the money at the end. I don't know. Oh, it's such a good game though. Even though I've beaten this once out, I think this is my 4th time playing. What's cool is, like, each game I felt like I was close to winning. Like, yeah, and last night when I won, I had 5 of each. The time before that, I think I had 4, and then I had 6 of 1. So I didn't hit, no, I had like 3 and 5 of 1, something like that, where 1 I missed and the 1 I went over by an extra. Linnea says, I might pick, this game looks so tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's quick too. Like, I mean, I took my time playing this, but honestly, you could, let me see what the box says. It says 1 player up to 20 minutes. I fully agree with that. I've played games, honestly, I played this game in 15 minutes. Maybe that's why I lost, because I played too fast. But I played this game in 15 to 25 minutes or so every single time. And like I said, it's really, it's a terrific challenge. And it plays so quickly. And I think the only thing, like, I wish, I don't know, maybe I should get more of the upgrade cards. I feel like 3 is the most I usually have when it comes to upgrades. And I've had, I remember the first time I played, I had a ton of boats. I got crushed. You definitely don't want to have too many boats. Maybe 3. Again, it depends on the number too, right? I had a 3 and a 1, which I thought was a good combo. Maybe get a 2 and 2. Linnea says, I might have to pick it up at Gen Con. Yeah. Dutch says, finish the year. It took me a while, even though my solo Facebook group says it's too easy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, again, I really enjoyed it. I think that different playing levels or playing styles, you know, maybe this isn't your jam, or maybe it's too easy, but I find it a nice challenge. Now, speaking of, and I didn't say this earlier, there are other challenges that you have here, extra challenges that you have on this card, where they just, hey, if you play through it, feels too easy, add these to it. which I think is a really nice way to do it. So the Advanced Fishers Guild, right? So different ways of like when you place tokens on the boats or whatever, and then the startup costs as well. Kimma says this game looks so good. I'm really enjoying it, Kimma. I agree. I think it's terrific. And Dutch says, yeah, people who did it think it's too easy. Think they just had lucky draws. Dutch says, yeah, I agree. But terrific game, folks. Hope you get to check it out sometime soon. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. Unless y'all want to chat about games. We got a few more minutes here. And then I'm going to get going and start getting ready for the Thursday stream. I don't know why this thing keeps popping up. Okay. I think it works now. Yeah. I'm still sort of like, 42 coins. Fine. I just needed one more scallop and one more sardine. So close. But I'm going to start cleaning up here. Final thoughts, folks. I really enjoy this. Hopefully you got a good sense of the game. Let's see. Listen, finally got Castell off my shelf of shame last night. Nice. Been there forever. Yeah. You know what's funny? I've always wanted to play that game, Linnaeus. But I know that just from people talking about it and also just a quick eyeball of the components, like it's not colorblind friendly, which sort of bums me out because it looks so neat. Linnaeus says it was fun. So many ties. Oh, the whole game. No way. Awesome. And I think that's the game I'm thinking, like Castell, where like you're building like people like stand on each other's shoulders. Is that right? But yeah, that one is. I think we can find a colorblind friendly copy, or maybe I'll just make one. I don't know if it can be made in the colorblind friendly, but that one I've always wanted to try. Okay, let me just clean it up here. And what else? Anything else? Raid suggestion. M people sounds good, Dutch. Thank you. Linnaeus says, yeah, I can see it being a little bit of an issue, but for the most part, the colors have text. Oh, cities. So it's okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, as long as that has some word on it, then that's fine. Okay, cool. Good to know. And isn't that the one with the big, I want to say hat, but no, it's a big tile bag. I remember Crystal Dax, she wore it on her head one time during a TLN stream, I believe, or just some random stream. Okay, let me go over here to start getting ready for the raid. Yeah, big giant bag, nice. All right. Following and raiding. Okay. Oh, you know, we got a raid. I'm sorry. We will raid. We'll raid because I know I raided M Peoples a week or two ago. I want to raid Amanda McKnight, Vamp X13, because she's playing some rivals on Marvel Monday, and we love Amanda, so I'm gonna get the raid started here. Thank you for the suggestion, though. And folks, don't forget, you can go check out. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription, much appreciated. Why is this not working? I don't know what is going on. Diarrhea Airlines, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah, Title Blades 2, getting ready to play it. Super excited. We're ending things around here. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out with me today. Really appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget, tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, I am live streaming at Critical Hit Games. Let's go to Japan. And then Wednesday, the big Wednesday Good Morning Society, we're going to celebrate 100,000 subscribers to the YouTube channel, and we're going to give away over 100 games. So 10 a.m. Pacific, Wednesday. Be sure to tune in for that. Beck and I giving away over 100 games, folks. And then Thursday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, back at Critical Hit Games for En Route, a new roll and write game with some special guests. Thanks, B. Travis. Thank you all again. I appreciate y'all. We're going to raid Amanda McKnight, Vamp X13. Please send her my love, and see y'all later. Have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and happy gaming. Bye, everybody.